such an asshole.
HassleConsulting.com. Go there, where I, the Dark Knight of advice columns, the one who is not fucking Dear Abby. And I am not Dave Ramsey. Although we give the exact same, well, we don't give the exact same advice. We give very similar advice. He is just infinitely more polite and curse-free about it. And I charge. They're just nicer. There's Stefan Molyneux. There's, what's his name? Dave Ramsey. And you could call their shows for free. You may not get through, but you could call them their shows for free. And they are bigger saints than I am. But if you actually want to get advice and not wait in line for 3 hours and 10 months, you go to assholeconsulting.com and have the world's only professional asshole give you the swift kick in the ass that you desperately need. Hey, Cappy, thanks for saving my ass from a history degree early on as a freshman last semester. Bravo, bravo. I am now on the road for an accounting degree with a minor in business analytics to put me on track for the CPA qualifications with a relevant skill in programming. Anyways, the reason I'm contacting you is I'm finally starting to slowly build up the courage to just tell my parents that I don't believe in their bullshit religion that is more cult-like than anything. They're both fundamentalist Jesus freaks, with one being Catholic and the other being non-denominational. What would you recommend be the best way to go about this? I'm guessing you're going to say that the worst case scenario, you move out, but I really only have to be with them over the summer and Christmas break from now on until I get my shit together and start saving some Army ROTC stipend money to pay off the small loan of $6,500 I took out before earning an Army scholarship. Would it be better I continue the charade, CH, my dear boy, not SH, of believing in a theistic God until I get commissioned as an officer? Or should I start making every effort to move out early, live with a buddy, and live by my own rules? Also, I believe I should mention my youngest sister has come out as an atheist in the past and basically has had religion shoved down her throat for the past year and is now pretending to be Christian again. Are there any other details you need? And then I kind of needed clarification. He says, no, sir, I'm sorry for not making that clear myself. I'm currently a 19-year... I thought he was just talking 1 year. So he's talking about, I'm currently a 19-year-old freshman with an 85% tuition paid for by scholarship, while the rest was taken out under a loan under my name. However, this year I earned an Army ROTC scholarship with a stipend that will pay for the debt and the rest of the tuition. All right, so you got fucking shit paid for, which you earned yourself with your scholarship. I'm not besmirching. It's not like your parents are cutting you a check. I intend to graduate in 2020. Also, I've always been a goody two-shoes ass kisser to my parents, never really questioning their authority, knowing my folks will blow it up out of proportion, call a priest or a pastor, and think I'm demon-possessed or something. It has really been heated in my home for the past 7 years in my house between my parents over what denomination to bring me up in. See, that's funny. You're 19, they're still debating this now. You're an adult, you're moving, and they're still hemming and hawing. So this goes to show they are both equally set in their primitive ways. My mother is the ignorant sheeple that is ultra-religious, but my father is the born-again screw-up, now found Jesus, and believes the world is going to end soon, the earth is young, evolution is a lie, and that a bunch of Bible prophecies are currently being fulfilled. Yeah, so he's the fuck-up, and he actually doesn't believe in it. Born-agains are the worst. They are the fucking worst because they're the biggest hypocrites. And they don't, deep down inside, your dad does not believe an ounce of that religion. It's what gives him value and prevents him from having to, one, accept responsibility for what he did in the past, and prevents him from facing and enduring the guilt, which he should, which any real human being, any real man or woman would. But he's a coward and a wimp and a weakling because he just doesn't want, oh, Jesus forgives, Jesus forgives. You'd be amazed how many single moms find Jesus at the end because, well, Jesus forgives. And there's always a plan. Does your dad talk about like fatism and the Lord has a plan? Well, I just killed those puppies and ran over that 5-year-old as I passed the stop school bus. But the Lord had a plan. See? So it's not my fault. Anything to protect the evil for these inferior pieces of scum. I'm constantly... Okay, so then I asked you, like, okay, well, how bad is it at home? Are you being constantly lectured and proselytized to, or do you just got to go to church every Sunday? What is it? I am constantly lectured on these subjects by him in a studious, scholarly way. I'll be stuck with them from 2017 to 2020 during Christmas and summer if I live at home. Is there anything else you need? Also, I'd like a video response. Okay, here's the deal, kid. Look, you got... When you get into the military, you're not going to have a lot. You'll still have some of your life to you, but you'll never be on your own. I mean, you're going to be living on base for a while. They're going to ship you off here. They're going to ship you off there. You're the taxpayers' military's bitch. You don't own your life. And if you stay with your folks, you're going to be going from one authoritarian environment to another authoritarian environment. On top of it, dude, you got school paid for. Fucking be a man, work some part-time fucking gig, pay your buddy some fucking rent, sleep on a goddamn couch, and don't deal with this bullshit. You can, even go into debt a little bit, because what's going to happen is once you get your commission, you graduate, you're going to be living on base, and whatever token amount of student loan debt you have is going to be paid off within the first year of your money being saved up, unless you're an idiot and you piss it away on whores and booze every time you get leave. But for you, if you were hard up for cash and you had a lot of and your parents weren't nagging you the entire time about religion, I'd say, yeah, go deal with mom and dad, pat them on the head, go to church, whatever. Paris is worth the mass, look it up. But now that I see that your dad is fucking born again, your mom has nothing else in her life, so she just clings to her religion. These no offense to your parents, no offense to you, but definite offense to your parents. They are inferior, scummy people. It was nationalism is the last refuge of a scoundrel. It should be religion is the last refuge of a scoundrel. Because the vast majority of people, they're the perfect examples of people who don't believe in Christ. They don't believe in salvation. Well, they believe in that for themselves. They don't. It's all for them. These are people that, like MGTOW, Virgin Towels abuse MGTOW. These type of faux Christians abuse the religion. And it's not just Christianity. It's every religion out there. So, sister lecturing and sermoning you, and you don't need their money. You don't need, what? Then you gotta move. You gotta pick up all your shit. You gotta move. Dude, just go find a cheap fucking place to live near campus. Be your own fucking man. Not deal with this headache. And you'll be fine. You'll be totally fine. And with your folks, like to deal with your folks going forward, you're not going to convince them. You're just not. Pat them on their head. Show up for Christmas. Hey, yeah, oh yeah, Dad, I go to church. Find out where there's a church nearby and just say, yep, that's the church I go to. Or say, oh no, I talked to the chaplain in the military. There's not a church near the base, or whatever. Whatever you gotta tell them. Just pat them on the head, because they're not gonna. And then if you do tell them the truth, they're gonna freak out, because you're taking a mirror and showing themselves to themselves. And that is the last thing they want to see, is just what utterly contemptible, inferior, parasitic, lying, hypocritical pieces of shit they are. And they value that fake religion. Not that Christianity is a fake religion. All religion is fake, but they're using it for ulterior, fake, selfish purposes. That fake religion and their egos mean more to them than their own children. All right? That's why they're constantly bludgeoning it into you. For validation. My son believes it, so it must be true. I'm a good person. Even though I fucked 18 other women and had kids, but I didn't tell my wife, or something like that. So yeah, fuck that. Just pat them on the head. Show up for Christmas. Show up for Thanksgiving. You don't stay at home. You get a hotel. And then if they get proselytizing or lecturing, you just leave. That's how it is. If they start interrogating you, then you say, yeah, I don't believe in a fucking word you say. And if you need to show them this video and say, here are the reasons why, I can't articulate it, but that guy really did really well, because I've lived it. I've been there before. I've dated plenty of girls who found Jesus. And, oh my God, we have to have a threesome with Jesus. Oh, should I kiss you or not? You look like the devil because of your beard. I actually had one girl, because I have this beard, and I'm charmingly good looking. And she was, well, but you have a beard and you look like the devil. And I'm like, what are you fucking talking about? They're out there, man. The crazies are fucking out there. A lot of them go to church. All right, that's all we got. You guys got questions, go to Asshole Consulting. If you need to contact me directly and you're willing to pay, because it's a per-minute thing, you can download the Praxi app. You can contact me. It's like Facebook or FaceTime or whatever it is on the phone. Emergency Asshole Consulting, you can contact me through the Praxi app. Install that on your phone. We got my books. You can find those on Amazon.com. Every young person should read them. Every old person should read them. But it's only really going to help out young people because they didn't fuck up their lives. And they still have time to salvage it. And then we have the Clary Podcast you can find on SoundCloud.com. We'll see you kids later. Toodles.